What is up, everybody? This is Zack Hample, here with a bunch of friends at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We're doing an annual event. It happens at a different city every year called Ballhawk Fest, in conjunction with a website called mygameballs.com. Awesome community, awesome bunch of guys. Definitely check that out. Now, earlier today, just a few hours ago, we kicked off the festivities by playing baseball at a local field. Nice to see some familiar faces and meet some guys for the first time that I had only been communicating with online. We started off by playing catch and hitting some fungos. Shout out to Robbie, aka Yost Malone, seen here beside me hitting fungos, who helped organize this entire day and handled the logistics. After we all got warmed up, we established the rules for a friendly home run derby. Everybody would get 10 outs, and we came up with a special scoring system tailored to the setup of the field. Any batted ball that reached the outfield grass on the fly without being caught would be worth 1 point. If it rolled or bounced past the cones that we set up deep in the outfield, that would be worth 3 points. And if anybody launched one on the fly over the cones, that would be worth 5. Meanwhile, there were several ways to be penalized with outs. Swings and misses, foul balls, batted balls bouncing in front of the outfield grass, along with anything caught in the outfield. So it was fun for us to try to rob each other of points. I did great in the first round, spraying line drives all over the place, hitting a few bombs to left, and leading the way with 15 points. My videographer Ian also hit well, surprising everybody, including himself, by getting into a few. And then of course he ran around and celebrated like a madman. Unfortunately, things fell apart for me in the second round, and I didn't even qualify for the finals. The last two men standing were Adam and Nathan. Not surprisingly, the guy who's 6'6" and 265 pounds won it all. That was Nathan, who got rewarded for his heroic performance with a ceremonial pink softball. After we wrapped things up at the field, we headed over to a famous barbecue place called Gates. Now, on my previous trips to Kansas City, I've eaten at Arthur Bryant's and Q39, so it was nice to check this place out for the first time. I got myself a sliced pork sandwich with fries and special seasoning, and I have to say, it was damn good. We all hung out there for a while, and as you can see, here we are outside the stadium, ready for the game tonight. The weather's great now, but it might actually rain, so hopefully we'll get some batting practice. Now, we are going to be competing with each other for baseballs, but we're all on the same team here, so really, we want to see how many we can get combined. You guys ready for this?
Yeah! Let's go!
Let's do it. Here we go. Let's go play more catch, because why not?
Yeah. Hold up.
The one day we didn't need a train, it rained. But you said they selling all the stuff out there? Yeah. Okay.
Security guard said everything's set up, it's ready to go. So.
Hey, Birdman!
Well, this is not a good situation. Perfectly sunny right now and no batting practice. That is a losing situation right there. It's going to be so tough to catch baseballs. Got to find some way to get a toss-up, hopefully before the game. That's why I'm fully decked out in this Tigers gear. I figured the Tigers would be out there playing catch. There are no players in sight. And you want to see something else that is ridiculous? Look at this. The staircase going down into the seats, chained off, and just look out here. There's so many fans already in the stadium, nobody's allowed down into the seats. So, kind of stressed already.
He watches you every day, Zach.
All day, every day.
You guys must be sick of my voice by now. When the chains came off the staircases and everybody headed down into the seats, I knew exactly where I wanted to go. Yesterday, in the video from here, I showed you all those baseballs stuck in the gap behind the center field wall and in front of the batter's eye. There were 20 balls yesterday, and I hoped and assumed they'd still be here today. So that's where I headed. I set up my famous glove trick that I've been using for decades to reel in baseballs that are sitting below me and out of reach. Now, the first time I lowered my glove, after knocking the ball closer, I had a rubber band break and the Sharpie fell out. So I had to lift it back up, rig the whole thing again, and then I went for it. Now at the very last second, a friendly usher walked over and told me that I wasn't allowed to do that, but my glove was right over the ball and he was nice enough to let me continue with my attempt. It was do or die. The ball had to go in the glove, and thankfully it all worked out. I reeled that one in, handed it to the cutest kid out there. I am so relieved right now. I've been talking about this consecutive game streak that I've had going since 1993, where I've gotten at least one ball at every game. Over 1,500 straight games. I think it's something like 1520 or 1521. I have that info on my laptop. So whatever happens for the rest of the night, I can relax. And by the way, yesterday I got 9 balls. I realized after the game that gave me exactly 200 for the season. This is the 16th consecutive season in which I've gotten 200 balls. So all kinds of numbers, milestones, feels great. Got the Royals hat back on. Still no players in sight. Are they just gonna wait until game time and then come out? So anyway, 2 thumbs up. Down here, hope you each get one. Cool. My fellow baseball fans, welcome to Kauffman Stadium. Welcome. I got the mac and cheese with burnt ends and onion rings, and I made all kinds of faces after I took my first bite. That was not acting. It was one of the best things I've eaten, not just this season, but anywhere at any ballpark. Yes, really. So my official recommendation is to get that thing when you're here at Kauffman Stadium. For right now, I'm out in left field, kind of down the line, behind the bullpens. You can see I have all kinds of space behind me here, the walkway as well, as there's a deep fly ball off the wall. Alex Gordon just played that one. Top of the second inning, Tigers are up 1-0. Miggy with the sac fly.
Please tell all your friends and family, remember round 2 is twice as good.
This guy wrote this book. Do you want to show the camera how many baseballs you have?
0. I'm gonna try with my glove, hopefully. But yeah, it's just been a crazy game so
And look
far.
at these guys.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing yet. Yeah, 0.
That's 0.
I didn't really know it worked.
It's crazy. 0.
One. At the very start of the day, we were all talking about going for the all-time Ball Hawk Fest record for most baseballs combined. And as it's turned out, we're gonna be setting a record all right, but it's gonna be for the fewest baseballs. Pretty much all the guys here tonight have failed to get any. Lots of goose eggs, but these 2 guys are on the board. Now Kelson here got one. You can see the ball right here. Mish also got one, right?
Yes.
But gave it away, so he has no baseball to actually show. So I think the 3 of us, out of like 10 guys, are the only people who got baseballs. And only 1 apiece. That just shows you how difficult it is. Meanwhile, bottom of the 7th inning, this game is tied at 2. Extra innings, we'll see. All right, guess what?
Yeah, of course.
was right down the middle.
For the second straight night here in Kansas City, the final score ended up being 3-2. Last night the Royals won it, and tonight the Tigers came out on top. Solid pitching performances by both starters, Daniel Norris for the Tigers, Danny Duffy for the Royals. Not much offense though, so that definitely made it tough for those of us hanging out in the outfield. And right when the game ended, something really weird and unexpected happened. A ball was tossed up from the Tigers bullpen and nobody saw it. It whizzed right past me into the hands of an unsuspecting woman standing 2 feet to my left. Pretty interesting stuff. Crazy day all around. None of this could have been predicted. Really fun playing softball with all the guys, then eating that barbecue, then it rained like crazy, batting practice was wiped out, then the sun came out, and catching baseballs was a real struggle. I got that one early on with the glove trick, and that was it for me for the whole day. Lots of goose eggs all around, and guys, I want you to either hold up your baseballs or hold up the number of fingers to indicate how many you got. Let's see it. Yeah, so combined, we got 5 baseballs as a group. Really tough day. I think this is the record for Ball Hawk Fest for the fewest baseballs, so we can wear that like a badge of honor in some sort of weird way. The one baseball for me brings my lifetime total to 10,871, just crept up a little bit. Again, we're all part of this group called mygameballs.com, so for everybody watching this, check it out. You can see the website right there on the screen. Right now, I'm gonna be getting a ride about 3 or 4 hours to Omaha. That's the big game tomorrow. These same 2 teams, the Tigers and the Royals, will be wrapping up the 3-game series at TD Ameritrade Park, normally the home of the College World Series, but it's a major league game tomorrow. Stadium number 55 for me tomorrow. Can't wait. A lot of these guys are gonna be there too. If you're going to that game, put your hands up. Almost everybody. So again, the competition's gonna be crazy tomorrow. Look for that video. Thanks for watching this one. We're out. My man.
I know where you're going. I don't have to ask ya. Hop in. Let's head to Nebraska.
Woo!